Greetings, punks, goths, metalheads, herberts, herbetters, Martians and subterranean folk. How you all doing? My name's John and this is the Health Anarchist channel. Well, I hope you all had a great time in the festive season. I had a nice time, just a small family gathering of my close little family. But it was nice. The only thing is I was in a lot of pain. Believe it or not, a few days before Christmas I injured my back climbing up a hill with a heavy backpack on, and it's quite a steep hill, and gave me sciatica. So I've had a lot of pain in my right leg. For the first few days I was barely able to walk, and it's just got a bit better gradually, very slowly. It's almost 2 weeks now, and I'd say it's about 90% back to normal. So this is the actual first nice proper walk out I've done in 2 weeks, and it's just going to be an easy one because I don't want to push it too far. And I'm going to Bee's Coffee Pot, which is probably the best secret little coffee shop in Greater Manchester. But it's a nice little countryside walk, and you know, hopefully I should be able to manage it today, but we shall soon see. So let's get going. Yeah! So it's actually the 2nd of January today. It's a really crisp, frosty day. And I've got my Bulgarian army greatcoat on today because it's so cold, and it's the first time I've had it out this year. I'll just show you where we are at the moment. So I'm actually coming up this little lane here, which actually goes up a hilltop to Bee's Coffee Pot. Now if we look over here, with it being a nice clear day, you should be able to see the tall buildings of Manchester city centre in the distance. Believe it or not, that's about 9 or 10 miles away from here. Crazy, isn't it? So New Year was a weird one this year. I think that's the most subdued New Year I've ever witnessed. I mean, it was torrential rain at midnight, and where I live there's pubs at the bottom of the hill which I can see from my window, and there's usually loads of excited shouting and whooping, fireworks going off. and this year all I heard was a few fireworks sort of muffled by the torrential rain and one sort of half-hearted cheer. Never known anything like it. Well, I hope everyone has a great new year anyway, and hope you get everything you wish for. But anyway, the pain of this sciatica, it's been off the scale, even to the extent where it's stopping me from walking. Like you stand up sometimes and you get like a really painful muscle spasm and you're like nearly falling over. I've had to use like one of my trekking poles for balance. I've been doing a little bit of walking each day because I believe that's good for sciatica, to try and keep mobile if you can. And like I say, it's about 90% back to normal, but it's took 2 weeks so far. And I did think about going on a more rugged walk, but I thought no, I'm not going to push it. I might not even be able to do this one, but this one, it's a fairly easy short walk, and I'll be sitting down having a nice coffee on a cold day, so it'll be all right, I reckon. So where we are today, it's like a little small forgotten pocket of where I live, Tameside, and it's a place called Matley. Now we're just off Mottram Road, and you turn off near the Wagon and Horse pub, and there's this little coffee shop on the hill, like in the middle of the countryside. And I mean, the contrast between going for a coffee in city centre, somewhere like, you know, Costa or somewhere like that, and here it's just so tranquil and chilled. And for me, going for a coffee should be a nice chilled, pleasant experience. Why would I go to city centre to Starbucks or something when I can go somewhere like this, which is a relaxing, chilled experience? And we all know stress isn't good for you. It's very harmful and damaging, so why would I want to stress myself out in city centre when I can come somewhere like this? So unfortunately place like this, not too far off the beaten track, you've got the rubbish left by pleasure seekers. See these whipped cream gas containers? People inhale it and it's known as hippie crack. Don't bother me what people do with their own lives, but don't dump it. That as well. Fly tipping. Disgusting tramps. Do you know the one thing that really irritates me about fly tippers is obviously they're having clear outs, clearing all their rubbish out, so all their house is nice and clean and tidy, and then they're dumping it on the rest of the community, spoiling countryside places where people can take their family and kids. Also their house is nice and clean because they've had a clear out, and they're too lazy to take it to the tip. Can't be doing with them. I think the thing they should do with fly tippers, if they catch them, is to give them community service. Forget fines and things like that. Make them work every weekend for I don't know how long, for a good few months at least, and make them clear up everyone else's mess what other fly tippers are tipping. Anyway, rant over. Going to be doing some climbing soon. This is going to be the bit where I see if I can do it or not with this sciatica in my leg. Hopefully. Right, so this is the point where I turn off to B's coffee pot. We've got a little steep section now. So this is the bit I was most concerned about, but let's give it a go. So best thing so far, looking at this, looks very much ice free. There's a bit of ice on that road, so I have to be careful. The last thing I want is to slip over with sciatica. But this looks clear of frost and ice, so that's good so far. So has anyone made any New Year's resolutions yet this year? I've not really. I guess the only thing that I've made like a resolution is I wish that everybody gets what they well and truly deserve this year. Whatever you want to make of that. Right, I can see a little caravan on the horizon at the top of this hill. Not too far to go now to B's coffee pot. Now it's a really cool little place because you've got beautiful views all around the countryside, and you've got indoor areas if you want to get warm in winter with little fires and wood that you can get the fires going. So I actually stumbled across this place. I'd never heard about it. I've just found it randomly on a walk in the countryside, which was good because it was a really hot day and I was really thirsty, and I got a nice cold can of pop. So yeah, it was a nice find. So we're just coming up to B's now. It's actually more than what it looks. So I'm just sat outside now waiting for my coffee. So I've got an Americano with soya milk. It's outside today. There's loads of seats outside. A lot of them are covered in frost today, but I found a dry one. But you can see the countryside behind me. I'll show you around properly when I've had my coffee. But there's lots of cabins where you can sit indoors, like little wood cabins, and most of them have got little stoves in them with wood where you can get a little fire going to warm you up. Now I'm actually okay today because I've got this Bulgarian army greatcoat on, which is like having two blankets on. So I'll probably be sweating, to be honest, in there. But obviously it's better outdoors for me filming because of light levels and stuff like that. But I will show you the cabins before I go. All right, cheers, dude.
No problem. Would you like any sugar?
No, it's
No?
fine.
Enjoy.
Thank you. That came quickly. But they do a really nice coffee here. There's one of the reasons I come here. I do love coffee, and I love a good quality proper coffee. I'm a terrible morning person, me. I don't wake up properly till about mid-morning. So I'm one of these people that need a lot of coffee to get moving, more of a night person. But it's a very secluded place here, and I reckon it's a good place to come and meet people. You know, if you just want a one-to-one meet up with someone and a catch up maybe, or maybe even if you come on a date, to see if there's any vampires that want to come on a date with me. I have to moderate my talk in public areas. So the people about, I'm used to it, it doesn't matter. But I'll be having this coffee, then I'll be heading off after that, because as you know, this time of year it starts going dark early. I'm alright for a bit yet, but I'm not going to push it. So as I was saying before, I hope you all had a good time over the festive period. As I've got older, I'm 53 now, so the older I get, the more I realise it's about quality time with family and friends, and that really is the most important thing about this period. Gifts are nice, and it's nice to show your appreciation of other people, show you care about them by getting a gift. But it doesn't have to be expensive. You know, someone could buy me something like, you know, a second-hand book, but it'd be a book that I'd find fantastic, and they'd really thought about me and they know what I'm interested in. That'd be as much as an expensive gift that, you know, that I didn't really like or didn't mean anything to me. So another thing about here is I'd say it's a really alternative friendly place. Some places aren't that friendly to alternative people. Believe it or not, in this day and age, it happens. In this area, what I'm in, it's about 50-50. Some very odd people and there's some really nice people. And when I say odd, I mean very old-fashioned views towards alternative folk like me and you. So I've had run-ins with a few of them. But this place is really cool. Oh, there's a little doggy. Hello. Hello. Hiya. See if I can get you on the film. There you go. Just had to get that dog in for a moment. You're a little friendly chap, aren't you? I ain't got out for you. Lovely little dog. Still hanging round. I don't know if he's a customer or he lives there. Very cute. Oh yeah, as I was saying, yeah, it's really alternative friendly, and there's a farm cafe right at the bottom of the hill on the other side, and I've been in there and they're really friendly as well. I think it's because they've got really young staff that are, you know, accept alternative people. You get loads of old people now who accept alternative people, but not all of them, and not all young people. But as a rule, younger people are generally more accepting. Really nice coffee, that. Price wise, not too bad, $3.50. Right, I've just finished my coffee, so what I'm going to do now, I'll give you a quick walk around to show you what kind of a place this is. So you've got your little caravan there with food. It's that little dog. And you've got all these seats out here, which is great in the summer. You've got a sitting area there with a kitchen area behind, like another place to get food and drinks. And these large wooden structures here, well, they're cabins. You can see they've got little chimneys, so you can sit in there on a cold day like this if you haven't got a heavy blanket coat on like me. your toilet over there. And I'll just show you in one of the cabins. So you got your seating area. And you got your little wood stove there. Perfect for this sort of weather. But most of all, right in the countryside. So I'm just heading back now. Luckily on the way up my legs held up. It's not gone on me once. Usually goes a few times, so it is getting better. Hopefully it'll hold up on the way back now, but I'm gonna have to be careful with this ice. So big thank you to everybody who subscribed to my channel recently. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And to all of those of you who like my videos and who comment on my videos, I appreciate it. And if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed yet and you're enjoying it, give us a like and a subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and spread. I think I'm going to wrap this video up now. So thanks for coming along with me, and until the next one, don't forget, be different, stay weird and stay free. Bye now.